When he was in New York, it was Derek Fisher, it was Kurt Rambis, and it was Jeff Hornacek. Yeah. And Phil Jackson's trying to do it from afar. Well, he tried to do it from afar. As you know, he's no longer there anymore. And to be honest,
mercifully,
I don't think the triangle offense works in Hornacek's system. No. I can't see it at all.
They need to get rid of him too.
Hornacek?
Yeah, get rid of him.
We don't even know what kind of coach he's going to be without Phil breathing down his neck.
Well, you saw him with Phoenix. You do know what Jeff Hornacek brings to the table.
Well, you don't have to.
It's a system with multiple point guards. That's what you're going to get with Hornacek.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what happened last year when they were running a practice? Phil Jackson butted into his practice.
Yeah.
And you're the coach, and you're going to let him do that. I would tell Phil, you know what? I'm the coach here. If you want it, it's yours. I'm walking away.
Richie, you're 100% right.
The only way I would get rid of Jeff Hornacek is if Mark Jackson wanted to come to the Knicks.
Thank you.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see it, but at this point right now, I don't think it's going to happen. No. After this year, next year, I should say, talk to me. I don't think it's crazy.
I mean, especially with a new GM, too. Is he really willing to get rid of Jeff Hornacek that quickly?
And now with we're right in the middle of the NBA offseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
God only knows what the Knicks roster is going to look like.
According to the paper, did you read that? Carmelo Anthony doesn't want to talk to the GM. He doesn't want to talk to the coach.
That's all right. Kyrie doesn't want to talk to anyone.
No one.
He's going to radio silence.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Richie.
All right. That was a good call from Richie from Shirley.
No, but in all honesty, all right, why is this happening? I mean, I don't understand why Kyrie Irving wants to leave. I mean, he is in the perfect position.
He's sick and tired of being Robin to LeBron being Batman. It's
but you're not going to win without him.
Point guard.
Yes. All right. You're
fortunate enough to play with the best player in the NBA. Suck it up. The guy single-handedly won you an NBA title. You cannot be the best player on a team that's going to win an NBA championship, Kyrie. You can't do it.
I have a question, though. Did you just say LeBron won the title for...
Yes.
I mean, because Kyrie kind of did, like...
Game 7, that block... That was the turning point of that game.
That's true, but Kyrie did sink the shot, too.
Okay, he helped.
Yeah, we did.
But he would not have done that without LeBron.
No, you're right.
He would not have won without LeBron. It's a joke. I understand you want to be the best player on your team. Listen, we've seen what Kyrie Irving can do when he's the best player on a team.
Of course.
You end up in the lottery 3 straight years, excuse me. I mean, it's a joke. We've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Kyrie wants to leave. If I'm another GM, if I'm the Nets, I'm looking to make a move. You want Jeremy Lin? We'll give you Jeremy Lin. I would do it.
I figure every team would want to make a move in that case.
Well, Golden State Warriors. How about that? How about Kyrie going to the Warriors?
Who said Curry? That? Who said that? Someone said it on Twitter. Just don't go to the Warriors. Was that
Well, the Warriors now own Cleveland.
I think it was Marcus Morris or something.
Because they signed some guy with the last name of Cleveland.
Yeah, but I think Kyrie Irving is definitely ahead of himself right now. He's just not feeling right. I guess probably from the last experience in the finals, probably a lot of connections wasn't going through on the floor, off the court, stuff like that. He even unfollowed LeBron and a couple guys from Cavaliers, so it's not looking too good. Definitely as a point guard, I feel like you're in the East Coast too. There's not too many great point guards. So
you mean Eastern Conference?
Yeah, the Eastern Conference. That's what I meant. So so
I mean East Coast, Cleveland.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Cleveland is surrounded by buildings, not water.
No, the Eastern Conference doesn't have too many point guards, like I was saying. And for him to leave there and probably go to a West team, I think that's what he wants to do. Honestly, go to somewhere
that doesn't make sense.
If he goes to a team, I just hope it's a team in the East. The West is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, San Antonio's not going to happen. San Antonio is a joke. Minnesota will only happen if they give up Wiggins, which, if the Timberwolves don't want to pay him the max, can happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen definitively. I'm just saying it can happen. The Knicks, I think, could happen. If I'm the Knicks, I am pushing hard for that. But I think the best trade for both sides, the best trade for the Cavs, is a Miami Heat trade. Goran Dragic, Justice Winslow, and Josh Richardson for Kyrie Irving, and maybe Richard Jefferson, too. Former Net. Always have a soft spot in my heart for him.
I love Richard Jefferson.
I can make the prediction right now. If Kyrie Irving is not on this team this year, the Cavs will not make it out the East.
No question about that.
No question about it.
I agree. You're listening to Beyond the Game on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Jacob Valk. Sitting across from me, Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, and Eric Fischetti. Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516 572-7440. And Brandon, I know I said that you're sitting across from me, but I'm going to ask you to excuse yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
So we can bring in the Islander hater herself, the true hockey maven, Eleanor Chompy. Oh, my goodness. 2 weeks I'm gone, and this is what I come back to.
She gets wild. She goes crazy.
Hating on John Tavares. You know what? Listen, you're saying he's 6th or 7th best. I'm saying he's 5th best. I'm not going to pick too much of a fight with you. If you were going to say he's not in your top 20, then that's fighting words. But, you know, I respect it. Okay. So, I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Did you expect me to rip your throat out?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay, good. Because, you know what? Again, 6 or 7 over 5, just a 1 or 2 place difference. I'm not going to go crazy over it. So, speaking of the Islanders, they bafflingly signed Adam Pelech to a 4-year deal worth $6.4 million. Last year, he had 10 points in 44 games. Eric, you already know what I think of this signing, but I want to know what you think of it.
Honestly, I'm more confused than anything, and this goes back to the expansion draft where they protected him, and I really didn't see that coming. And if you're going to pay someone that much money, honestly, it should have went to probably like a forward in free agency or even Ryan Pulock if you're going to put it on the defensive side. Because honestly, Pelech really didn't impress me at all. Like, I've never saw him as a real factor on the ice. I don't hate it, but it just confuses me.
They have a lot of faith in him. I know that.
They do.
They have a lot of faith in him.
You're giving him $6.4 million. Damn right they have a lot of faith
but just in general, like even before the contract, you knew they definitely had a lot of faith in them. So
he just doesn't impress me.
I know. I haven't been impressed either, but
I think he's a solid top 6 defenseman.
I agree. Yeah.
But paying him $6.4 million when you're going to end up running close to the cap, assuming you re-sign Tavares, that's dicey.
And that's the thing. They still need to re-sign Tavares.
Assuming he wants to come back.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Wait a minute. You know, I wonder if you'll change your tune if he goes to that team in Pittsburgh.
No. I don't like Tavares. I just wouldn't... I didn't like Phil Kessel when he was a Maple Leaf, and I'm still not a huge fan of him, even though he's on the Penguins.
Fan?
Yeah.
You can't make the Kessel run in 12 parsecs or whatever.
At least she's honest. Just her opinion's just wrong. I mean, it's just flat out wrong. I'm sorry. But
I say the truth, so
that's true.
Yep, that's true.
Question.
Yeah, sure.
If John Tavares wants to leave, are you upset?
Yes.
Like big time. No.
Wait
Because
a minute, Eric. What do you? Wait a minute.
No. I mean it in the sense.
Hold on. You've known me for a while.
Yes.
What do you think I would do if John Tavares left?
Let me finish. Right. If the Islanders do everything in the power, like get him the forward that he desperately needs, and he still doesn't want to stay, even if the Islanders presumably are so close to contending,
I would be upset that they didn't re-sign him, but I wouldn't be upset at the Islanders. I'd be upset at Tavares.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And I joined in Eleanor's boat of hating Tavares. So the Rangers re-signed Mika Zibanejad.
That's what I meant. Relax, Dom.
I just didn't know where you were going with it. The Rangers re-signed Mika Zibanejad to a 5-year deal worth $26.75 million. Last year, he had 37 points in 56 games. Eleanor, what are your thoughts on the deal?
I think it's too much money because he's injury prone.
He is injury prone.
So I think that he could be a top line center, but he's injury prone. And to put that much money on somebody that could get hurt multiple times in a season is too much.
I agree with you. This was really shaky for me. When Zibanejad is healthy,
he's very good
center.
And I like him. I like
Zibanejad
too
too.
Much.
But, again, cap hell. Mm-hmm. Islanders are going to be in cap hell when they re-sign Tavares, if they re-sign Tavares. Rangers are in cap hell now. Shattenkirk, Zibanejad, a lot of players getting money. Lundqvist, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, the Penguins re-signed Brian Dumoulin to a 6-year deal worth $24.6 million. Last year, he had 15 points in 70 games. Eleanor, looking forward to hearing what you think of this.
Too much money.
Yeah. I
Way too much money. I would have given him 3, maybe 3.5 at most. It's too much money for 6 years. That's 6 years that you're paying him $4.1 million. That's a lot.
I know that you're not the biggest Dumoulin fan.
Yeah.
Because you wanted him to go in the expansion draft over your boy Marc-Andre Fleury.
I think he's a solid defenseman. It's
an overpay.
too much.
It is an overpay.
And they're already cap space is difficult for the Penguins. So
Very
right now,
difficult. Well, you got Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel.
Yeah.
And Matt Murray's going to be getting his money soon too.
Yep. And they still need to re-sign Sheary also, and he wants money.
That's right, Connor Sheary too. I forgot about him. And all those defensemen too. That you got Letang, Hainsey, Daly. All those guys. Maybe the Penguins won't go for 3 straight. How about that?
Please don't.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Good. Oh God, I don't want to come back to another Stanley Cup of Eleanor rubbing it in my face that the Islanders aren't in it and the Penguins are. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, we got about 90 seconds left. It's time for the bottom of the 9th. Brandon, we'll start with you. Get on that mic, son.
Yeah. Hey, how we guys doing? All right, so I'm doing great.
My friend.
Yeah, I know. My bottom of the 9th is going to life. I love living life. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was philosophical.
I was about to say Knicks, but
I like that. No, you know what? I like that.
I thought you were going Knicks, too.
Life is precious. Don't waste it. YOLO, right, guys?
YOLO.
Wow.
Dominic?
Can we guess where I'm going? I mean, well, training camp started today for the Jets. They got lucky, as that was the catchphrase of pretty much the past 2 days. Yes, they did.
What a piece of garbage move by the Cowboys to cut him.
Yeah,
before you wait for the evidence.
Hey, we need kick returning, punt returning. Benefits us.
Classless move by the Cowboys.
I'm good with it now, but I don't know.
Absolutely classless.
We're almost there. We're like 2 weeks away from just preseason football, and for me, I get excited over that. So
I wish I had more time to talk about Lucky Whitehead. Hey, I like preseason football too. I sat through a Cleveland Browns preseason game with replacement officials.
Wow.
Eric?
Who are the Browns playing?
I don't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
I just remember it being lousy football.
I don't blame you. It was the Browns. So Mark Bavaro, the legendary New York Giants tight end, is calling Evan Ingram unbelievable. Us New York Giants fans are calling Evan Ingram unbelievable. And if the New York Giants are making the playoffs this year, it's all going to be on Evan Ingram, and I think you'll see us in the playoffs.
I do too. I think you guys are going to make the playoffs. Eleanor?
Mine, once again, is about the Diving World Championships. I want to congratulate my favorite diver in the whole entire world, Tom Daly, on winning the gold medal on men's 10-meter platform.
I've heard of Tom Daly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, going to the Yankee game tonight with Mark Talkowski, one of my best friends. And, you know, I pick on Malapa. He's a great guy. It's his birthday gift. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. Looks like we are about out of time here on Beyond the Game. For Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, Eric Fischetti, and the true hockey maven, to hell with that other guy, can't say that enough, Eleanor Chompy. I am Jacob Valk, saying that baseball is like church. Many attend, but few understand.